No, I do snake if I'm going to do
We talk about people involved in food and hospitality. And
Sorry,
of course, music.
The tastiest show on 100.4 FM.
Proudly brought to you by Salt on the Waterfront.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Taranaki Foodies, the tastiest food show on 100.4 FM. Proudly delivered to you by Salt, by the waterfront of Millennium Hotels. It's me, Alina Williams, Warwick Foy, and Mikari Sutton here in the studio welcoming amazing, inspiring guests. The two guys, Bryan, Gnyp, prominent Canadian painter and urban sketcher, and Yoshi, Josh Mills, passionate fisherman and camper. Hello guys.
Hello. Yeah. Hi.
Awesome. So first song that we have today has been chosen for us by Bryan, and it's Ocean Pearl 5440. I would say 6-7, right?
Yep, they're like a West Coast Canadian band, and it's just a classic one that's good to listen to.
I like this era, this type of music. It's kind of a little bit jazzy, swingy, and things like that.
Yeah.
So, why did you choose this song as the first song?
All three of my songs, I just chose ones that were like kind of good to listen to.
Yeah.
And I thought I tried to choose songs that maybe people haven't heard before, but I didn't want to choose songs that I wanted them to be palatable. Nobody knows, like those weird obscure things that only you listen to. That's not good for the radio.
Yeah, I absolutely love Yoshi's playlist because it just, sometimes we have a little game with Warwick. I just send him a playlist of the person who is going to come next time, and he tries to guess who it is, male, female, age, and things like that. So Yoshi's playlist is the New Zealanders middleman who likes everything that is kind of exciting.
It's middle-aged
man.
I like it.
Yeah, but also one of my friends back in Ukraine said that you can't really date anyone whose music is not kind of matching your music taste, because what you're going to do in a romantic situation, she will be like, can we change it? And then you're just like lose interest, so nothing is going to happen. So very interesting how we are aligned through the sound. Obviously here at the radio we are very audio people, but Bryan today brings visuals to our audios. Alright, so how do you think music and sketching are connected?
Well, I'll quite often listen to headphones when I'm sketching. So it's kind of just motivating. It's kind of just sort of work music.
Right, work music. Yeah. Yoshi, and you obviously listen to music when you cook, because food and music goes so well together. I mean, go to any restaurant or cafe, there's always music. What music do you listen when you are cooking?
I kind of like that. Again, from that playlist, picked up shows like that, real Doug Rootsy style, and just a little bit more funk, and just something that's just real easy to just chill to, really, because I don't think food should be stressful, so just chill with it.
Yes, I think it's the whole topic of today is a chill, right? I should chill down. Maybe too much of the excitement. So today we're going to try some food that Yoshi brought today, and there are two different dishes. One is his meat, and another is her treats, right? Awesome, looking forward to it. So Bryan, we're going to, just after the song, you can say a few words about your sketching and things like that, and then we will move towards Yoshi. I'll ask you a question about it. Oh, you brought some. Oh, awesome. I know you are quite famous because I see your sketches in a lot of places, in restaurants, and just like framed.
Oh, you're probably thinking about something else.
Welcome back to Taranaki Foodies, the tastiest food show on 100.4 FM. It's us, Alina Williams and Warwick Foy, in the studio with the red walls. And we have amazing guests today. We have Bryan Gnyp, prominent Canadian painter and urban sketcher. He's also a community group leader of people who like sketches. And we have Yoshi, Josh Mills, who's passionate fisherman and camper, and also a blogger from His Meats and Her Treats. And we had just listened the first song that Bryan chose for us. So it's Ocean Pill by 5440, and he explained that he often listens to music like that when he paints. So he also brought some albums to the studio. Bryan, tell us about what's in those albums.
In the sketchbooks, yeah. I basically just draw and paint. I kind of basically everywhere I go. Sometimes I have a big one, or maybe I'll have like a most tiny one in my pocket. I just, if I got time, I just draw what I see. Sometimes it's pretty ordinary, but sometimes it works out pretty well, and it's just what I do. It's called urban sketching. It's like an international thing, but there's a local group called Urban Sketchers Gnyp, and you can look that up on Facebook if you want to join. Usually we make events for Saturdays.
I think that sketching is a very kind of internalized activity. You think what you want to do it, look around, choose, and then do it yourself. So it's very kind of introverted activity. How it happens that introverted people get into groups and do activity together?
Well, I feel that way too. I mean, like, I think I do my best work when it's just me, because then no one's looking at all these people drawing on the street. Because then you can kind of get in there and no one sees you, and everyone acts natural. But at the same time, it's like, it's weird drawing on the street sometimes, so it's nice to have other people be weird with you at the same time. So you kind of, I don't know, and it's neat to see everybody draw the same subject in the end and see what they did.
Awesome.
Yeah, different little perspectives on it too, like if you're looking at the same thing, just like different views of it, man.
Yeah, definitely.
You
Yeah.
see that kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm part of this like photography community, and I know that everyone has their own favorite media. Some people are amazing in photographing people or landscapes or plants, sometimes food, like I'm foodie obviously. So is it the same for the sketches?
Oh yeah, everybody has their own interests. So I like drawing. I mean, I like people in an environment, because then it kind of shows how they interact. And I also like trees and stuff. So I like trees in an urban setting are kind of interesting, because they're not everywhere. So when they do see happen, it's quite interesting.
I think it's a perfect time to listen to our second song, which is 10 Feet Tall by Fat Freddy's Drop, chosen for us by Yoshi Josh Mills.
You know Sarah Foy?
That name's familiar.
She's my wife. I'm pretty sure she's an urban sketcher. She disappears on Saturdays anyway.
Did she do the? She was a journalist.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I've met her before.
Fun.
Yep, that's right.
Small world. Also, I'm a JP, and whenever we have JP meetings, there's a guy who sits there. I don't know who. I don't know.
I think the ones you see around town are probably not me.
Oh.
Because I don't. Even though I'm prominent and I do good work, I don't show my stuff as much as I should. Although I am doing a book this year. So,
Oh, wow.
This is the year, I think.
So it's more just a hobby, yeah?
Sort of. I mean, I do sell them.
Yeah.
But I think the book would be putting them all together.
Cool.
Yeah.
Or records sports, whatever sports it
And
is.
that's just watercolor.
And then
Oh wow.
Okay.
so I don't
Following the football.
I don't bother with the pencil.
So it's
Oh,
did you say pencil?
I don't bother with pencil. I just go right up with the pen and then watercolor on top.
Oh,
And you'll do that just
oh,
like
this is our
in one go.
station, my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Just in one go, you'll just kind of.
I mean, depending on how much time I have. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll draw it in one go. Sometimes
just
I
paint
have.
it back at home.
Sometimes I have to color at home because I don't have time. But
Yeah, right.
I prefer to do it if I have time. But it's.
Do you take do you paint from photographs or all this from the?
No, I don't draw from photos. You lose something with that, and you can kind of draw from the photo, then you're stuck with what you took. And if you're drawing it in real life, you can kind of Photoshop it on the fly. Yeah, that's right.
Oh wow, this is pretty cool. Yeah, I came across your group several times, and I always looking like what people are doing, because you're sitting kind of like a group. But every drawing, every sketch is different.
Yeah.
This is so amazing. It's like it's showing that we shouldn't really compete with each other. We should just find our niche and our angle and things like that. So it's quite
Yeah.
cool. So you can open it now. We will discuss your food, and then guys can try, because this is the second song, right?
They do have toothpicks, so just be careful.
Yeah, gobble gobble.
I do have toothpicks.
Wow, it looks so beautiful. Warwick, would you like to take a photo of it?
Sure.
I was just thinking cheek is another favourite of mine.
Oh yeah, I did those not so long ago. I'll show you a photo. They came out pretty neat.
Quite easy too.
Yeah, very.
Oh, the smell is amazing.
Definitely smell it.
Yeah,
And,
so
and,
I
and
hopped
another one, you would like to open this one?
Yeah, this is the banoffee caramel slice. So that's what the treat part is from the wife.
All right,
So
each
you
of
got
you
it.
guys can take a piece and,
Sweet tooth, go hard.
and make sure that you pan to the food as well.
So that's got barbecue pulled pork with a smoked cheddar and a camel pickle.
Gnyp pickle sounds so cool.
It's actually quite sweet.
Ah.
Yeah, it's actually my auntie. She made it. So,
We're going to discuss it
yeah.
not now, so everyone can hear it, because I believe that it's going to be the highlight of the whole lot.
That's my vortex
Oh, you by me.
drums, yeah.
Oh, I tried doing the lollipops one day and they were hard.
I've never
very
tried that.
hard.
Grab one, mate.
What keeps it?
Why are you afraid we are going to poison you? It's legit.
No, is it time?
Brian, do you
or
want
yeah.
this?
just go for it. Okay. Excellent.
My kids have left home, so I use my smoky
Watch out for the bloody toothpick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and students are at the back, so if you need some tissue.
That might still be bloody warm too.
Yes. About to finish. Oh no, we just started to chew. Shall we kill the ending? Welcome back to Taranaki Foodies, the tastiest food show on 100.4 FM. While you were listening this amazing song, 10 Feet Tall by Fat Freddy's Drop, we've been smelling first this amazing dish that Yoshi melts, our passionate fisherman and camper, and also the food blogger from His Meat Her Treats brought to the studio. And it is a barbecue pulled pork sliders, and they're shiny, they're round, they're little, like little, I don't know, flying saucers from aliens that sent to us to kind of seduce every male in the room to eat it. The buns. Yeah, so Yoshi tells us what's in it, because it has some unique ingredient, I believe, right?
Yeah, so it's just a basic pork shoulder with a few rubs on it, chucked down the old charcoal, and pulled it away. And my auntie made a nice camel pickle, which is really quite sweet. It's quite different. And yeah, and a bit of smoked cheese on there as well.
Wow. So
Nice little.
pork goes always well with something sweet, right? Because
Yeah.
it's this type of meat that asks for maybe a little bit sour, something sweet. Tell us more about these kama pickles.
Camel is like a big zucchini, really.
Right.
Yeah, great as like size of a bloody basketball sometimes.
Okay.
I'm not usually a fond of it cooked. I grew up on that stuff and I didn't really enjoy it, but my auntie makes a banging pickle with it, so I've got about 3 or 4 jars of it at home. It's pretty good.
Yes, and some kind of vegetables or dishes or ingredients shine in certain form. So maybe kama was born to shine in a pickle of your auntie.
Yeah, I think it's just that sweet and tang, really. It's that pickle tang. It's, yeah.
Awesome. So we have amazing tasters today in the studio. Our number one taster, of course, Mikari Southern, and he's probably ready to say a few words about it. Are you ready, Mikari?
Yep. You can be honest.
He's going to roast you, be afraid.
That's fine, man.
Kia ora, this is Mikari Sutton on the air again. I just want to give a review about the pork sliders. A couple things about me. I love pork sliders now because I've never had them before, and these are basically now my go-to meals.
Well done. Wow. And Warwick wants to add something. What can you add to it, Warwick?
Well, I can say that I was at the diner this week, just getting a coffee. I was going past there, and I found this book in there while I was waiting that is called The Great American Hamburger, and it's got like 2 or 3 kind of styles of hamburger from every state. I didn't know, in New Mexico there's a burger that uses green chilies. So I bought the book. Anyway,
Wow.
You fell for the trap.
yeah, I did. So tell us about, before I describe the delicious slider, tell us your cooking method for those who like to smoke.
Yeah, so just basically a pork shoulder. I rubbed it down with some 4 Monkeys SPG, and then I think it was the 4 Sauceman pork rub. So yeah, and then just put it into the charcoal kettle for, I put it on at 8 o'clock this morning, so I was up pretty early. So getting that all sorted, but yeah, she was done at about 12 o'clock, wrapped it up, put some sauces on it, bit of butter and brown sugar, and let it get to like 200 Fahrenheit, and then rested it for like close to 2 hours. Pulled it.
So yeah, that's the common method that many people would use. What was the smoking with?
Actually, man, you're gonna crack over this, bro. I use a lot of avocado.
Oh wow.
It's a really, really light, dense. It's actually hollow, like a really hollow wood, but it's a very prolific, really faint flavour, but it's still got a lot of punch, and it's real good for pale meats, so either pork or chicken or anything like that. So, yeah.
So the purist would regard that technique that you use, and I use, and lots of people use, as a bit of kind of faking it, because a Texan barbecue, of course, will always be using wood.
Yeah.
But you can achieve the same results without having to go and cut down a tree and have a massive fire in the backyard.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. I go through a lot of wood, man. I use heaps of it when I smoke. I really do like that smoke flavour.
I'd love to try avocado.
Yeah, I'll get some.
Yeah, I have to say that my favorite part was the smokiness.
Yeah.
It makes it nice.
So it was delicious. Slider, the 2 little buns, and then the pulled pork, some lettuce, some smoked cheese. Now, I want to talk about the smoked cheese, because you
didn't smoke that.
Oh, you didn't smoke it?
No, mate, that's mainly, bro.
Yeah, that's mainly. Because if you want to smoke cheese, obviously you can't put it in a smoker because it melts, so you have to use 2 barbecues, and you somehow transfer the smoke through, don't you?
Yeah, you can actually buy a cold smoking trail unit, and you use like a compressed wood, and you pack it, you light it, and it doesn't generate heat. You can it'll sit like, you can have just a cardboard box or that you can smoke it in. So it'll probably get to like 15-20 degrees. So you did butters, cheeses, anything like that.
Oh, that's interesting.
Trout.
The cut was a pork shoulder, boned out, probably.
Nah, bone in.
Bone in.
So I prefer the bone in. The reason that it just won't dry out. You won't really dry bit of pork if you have a bone in piece of meat, and even with like chicken thighs and everything like that as well. Always a bone in chicken thigh.
Yeah, agree. You can use the method that some of us use, the boating. Have you done any cuts with boating?
No, not really. I prefer to just wrap. I will dish wrap though, so like I kind of guess I am boating, but I do cover, and I just kind of confection other things.
And the most simple ingredients that I would ever put inside the wrap would be beer, like you said, brown sugar, butter, maybe some chili sauce, depending on what it is.
Yeah, there's a bit of chili sauce in there.
Yeah, simple stuff.
Chili,
maybe honey.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, real simple.
Yeah, real simple.
Wow. Man and their barbecues.
You could be talking about that for hours, mate.
Bryan, did you like the slider?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I said, it's the smokiness that I liked, and whether it's coming from the cheese or the meat, it's nice.
So the Texan and South of the Americas barbecue style is popular here now, but Canada, what is the barbecue scene over there?
That was the question I was going to ask.
I mean, it sounds like I just got here, but I've probably been here about 25 years, so I'm not really up to date with how things are going over there.
Tell us a little bit how you actually came from Canada to Taranaki. Why Taranaki? And you're working as a designer. How illustrator and painter becomes a designer? Is it an easy, smooth path?
It can be. I mean, yeah. I was Yeah, I basically just married somebody, and that's how I got to New Zealand. But
so your wife is from New Zealand,
yeah,
right?
that's true.
Is she from Gnyp?
No, but she's always liked this region, and when we were living in Bay of Plenty, she's working a job where she advertising, and she sold the newspapers and stuff, and she'd get all the newspapers, and at the time it was like, Peter Tennant was saying how great this place was, and you got Last Samurai, and then one day she saw the paper and there was like a whale kind of breaching offshore, and she's like, "That's enough. We gotta move here." So we did.
Peter Tennant is
Yeah,
an
yeah.
amazing
She couldn't handle
aficionado
it anymore.
for
It just sounded so great.
I probably want to be over Bay of Plenty, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. So, when you came here, was it a conscious decision to turn into a designer and work in the printing? Because you.
Oh, I've always done it. Yeah.
Yeah, you always done it. So you work at Res Print, and I said it off air, and I'll repeat it on air now. So every year I used to change the design of my business cards, but once you made the design, I kept it and I just reprint it over and over again. I get so much comments about it, you wouldn't believe. Every person who never saw it before always commented, and I don't know how many thousands of them are printed, so it's actually quite a good advertising, I suppose, for you, because I always mention your name and things like that. So you're very creative with such a mundane tasks like business cards and things like that. So how do you nurture your creativity?
Oh, I don't know. Just sort of, I don't know. It's basically just a job, but but you try to put as much flair as you can into it, I guess. And that's really what it was, and especially because you gave me like the white sheet to do whatever I wanted. So I thought, I thought it'd be something fun, and you got like Marlena on the back as well. And
yes, of course, she's great on pictures.
Yeah.
So, and I also know your boss Roland, and he's a great guy. Res Print is the place where you work, and it specializes on the big quantities and magazines and things like that. So, what is your area of expertise there?
I do graphic design, but I also fix the stuff that comes in. We check all the files and make sure they're. If you're saving artwork for print, it needs to be quite particular. Some people try to do it themselves, and it's not quite there yet. So we need to help them adjust it, or design stuff from scratch, of course, like illustrations and things.
Do you have correct now more things when people started to use AI?
Well, with AI, you can see the potential in it, but the stuff that people are doing is usually for free, and it's not high enough print quality unless they go, "Oh, I'd like this to be like a big wall-size poster," and it's not there yet. But you can see where it's going. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a part of a brainstorming, the first step of it, right?
Yeah.
Do you know if you did the giant scenic photos that are at Somerset Rest Home, the mountain, the beaches and stuff?
No, that's not us.
Might be graphics, but which is sort of semi-competition to you, I guess. But
Yeah.
how do you print something that big and it still looks so crisp and high quality?
It's about getting good photos in. If you have good photos, they're going to come out great.
Right.
If you have ordinary photos, you've got an ordinary print.
So you need like a really high res camera. to
Oh
capture that.
yeah, certainly. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why AI is not there. They don't give you the result. But I mean, the ideas are amazing, but they're just not giving you the.
I think it's a
pixels.
perfect time to listen to our third song,
Sure.
Money City Maniacs
Oh,
by
yeah.
Sloan.
Yeah.
There's another Canadian group, right?
Yeah, but they're more East Coast, but it's just another Canadian classic.
So we have the whole
Yeah,
kind of excursion around Canada right now.
I just like listening to the song. It's awesome. It's a cool song.
Awesome.
Where did you say you were from?
Vancouver.
Oh, Vancouver.
The 50 or 40 side.
Yeah. Right.
This is where my nephew is studying right
this
now.
song's cool.
Yeah.
Guys, now you can try the slice. Okay?
So you or someone at your work does my Cafe Foix coffee cards.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
think I've emailed you.
Oh, okay.
And
Can we do it?
M&M's
Slice and
Club.
offer it to your
Is there
friend
one?
as well?
No. Yeah. I know, and it's just like cafe.
Yeah.
It's the school.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yes, right.
We use Raz. I use graphics for beer stuff, strange a friend, but I use Raz for school, so
Yeah.
share the love.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah.
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 What do you got?
Oh, anything, just homebrew.
Yes, we
Barbecue,
had a guy who
Now we're
makes
talking,
this
talking love
devices. Yeah. Warwick is everyone.
Aaron Smoke,
Like,
Oh, yeah.
we have a segment of our alternative foodies which goes after our main show, and it is devoted to beer. So if you want, you can just stay a bit longer and
Hang
listen.
around, yeah.
Yeah, because our broadcaster, co-host with Warwick, is Michael Donaldson, and he is a famous beer writer.
I've heard this.
And
Yeah, bro, hard going.
if you go to the flight, if you fly on Air New Zealand, you see this flight
Are you ready
magazine.
for these?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
You will see his articles, and he's amazing. He's so imaginative, eloquent, and so many other things. Just pretty cool. Yeah, I think that it's super important to do what we're excited about, and that's why you have to do. Like I bought for my husband this device for brewing beer because the guy came to our show and he was so exciting. And I just thought this is
Oh,
the guy in the hat.
Dallas.
Dallas. Very cool. So I bought it and I invited him to my house to set it up. He did, and that's it.
I love it.
Nothing happened after
Yeah.
that. Well, we brewed one season,
Yeah.
and it was a beer that I used for my cocktail making thing.
Have they
It's
stopped brewing?
yeah, my husband has stopped brewing.
It's quite a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. But also you have to be very clean, precise, sterilizing things and stuff like that. So, yeah, and a lot of little details that you have to remember about what sort of beer you're brewing, and it's very interesting. But yeah, Warwick has amazing parties, I believe.
I need to
I'm joking.
I'm antisocial.
I'm just encouraging you, Warwick.
I'm introverted.
Yeah, I guess it's among two of us, one extrovert is more than enough.
Yeah, so good.
So Mikari wouldn't be able to review it. Did you have a slice, Mikari?
No, I was
you
too busy
don't.
with the
No,
camera work.
All right, so Bryan, you have to do it because you just.
Okay.
So think of several things: taste, texture, smell, look, and whatever you want.
Super
The feel.
You don't have a sweet tooth, man. Like, I don't usually have a sweet tooth, but like, I'll smash that back, man. That's one of my faves of the lives.
I do have a sweet tooth.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to Taranaki Foodies, the tastiest food show on 100.4 FM. It's us, Elena Williams, Warwick Foy, and Mikari Satan Abdulin. And we are here to talk with two amazing guys. Bryan Gnyp, who's prominent Canadian painter and urban sketcher, also designer for us print, and Josh Mills, passionate fisherman and a camper, and also blogger from His Meats, Her Treats. Such a funky name. So while you were listening to this amazing music, Money City Maniacs, that has been chosen for us by Bryan, some of us tried this amazing banoffee caramel slice, and I would like Bryan to give us a review, honest review about this food that you just tried.
Oh, it was great. It was easy to review.
All right.
I mean, you got like a nice slab of chocolate on top, and inside it has like a nice kind of homemade taste that you just can't get in a store or even a bakery. It's
Yeah.
definitely the homemade taste that's what makes it so soft.
Yeah, so at this particular time, I would like to shout out for Tessa Mills, who is a partner of Josh Mills, who has made this amazing slice. And I must admit, for a lot of people, banoffee taste is like a little bit kind of a polarizing topic. It's the same as the pineapple on pizza. Some people think that bananas don't belong to the foods that has been thermally kind of processed, and some people believe that totally belong. So, Yoshi, tell us about Tessa and her banoffee slice.
Well, she basically got a little inspiration off that one, off either TikTok or Instagram. I'm not actually too sure which one, but she found it with this from this dude called James, I think it was. It's like this Māori fella with a big tamoko. He's actually makes some really cool stuff. And yeah, we gave it a nudge one day, and well, actually, wifey gave it a nudge, and damn man, it was good. It was just like, she's like, you can take it to work, and I'm like, no, let's stay at home.
I can't waste.
No one else is getting any of it.
Sorry.
So talking about your work, your passion basically, you are hunt and a fisherman, right? And you work in the environment where you can nurture your passion, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It took a while to find a job where you don't feel like it's a job. You know.
Okay, you can shout out to your job place.
Oh, hunting and fishing Taranaki. So so
super generous guys, because I remember they sponsored several events I was involved in.
Yeah, nice. So. Yeah, no, they like to help out where they can, and I've been with that crew now for coming up 7 years. So it's a pretty very good cruisy little job. It's So
do you go hunting and fishing?
More the fisherman, camping, outdoors dude. Not really a hunter. Did a little bit back in the old early days at home, but just I'll stick to living out of the ute.
What is the longest period you spend camping?
Well, I go away to 90 Mile every year for close to 2 weeks. So pretty much almost living out of the wagon for 2 weeks up there. So it has its times.
No kind of luxuries that we enjoy.
Not when I go. The luxury would be I've got a fridge freezer in my ute, so that's about as luxury I've got. But if the wife is with me, we're either getting a cabin. We've done our 10 days, I think. But it's we've tented a bit around the country as well. So
good on you, Tessa.
The snapper targeting up there, is that why you go?
Yeah, I enter the comp, snapper bonanza, the classic, whatever it's called these days.
Is it off the beach?
Yeah, bro, yeah. I'm a purely land-based fisherman.
Oh, awesome. So the technique up there is the sinker with the claw on it.
Yeah, so
and you just
breakaway sinker. Yeah.
Breakaway sinker, yeah. Just chuck it out as far as you can.
Pretty much, man.
And is it
hope I help.
is it a what do you call it, trace that can move up and down, or is it a drop trace? Or
I use one called a pulley rig, and it's kind of like a real English European style of rig, and it's pulley rig. Literally, it just pulls left to right.
Oh, I see. So two hooks.
No, it's a two hook on one end, but the sinker on the other.
Oh,
so
okay.
when you cast it, you kind of clip it all together, and when it hits the water, it pops off and it pops up, and when the fish gets it, it pulls it and locks it in. So
because the snapper doesn't like opposite force when it's sucking on the bait, right?
They're like the rat of the ocean, mate. They're little scavengers. They'll do anything. Yeah, if they're hungry, they'll eat it.
You tell us your favourite bait.
That might be a secret, mate. Just honestly, like you can't go wrong with just your squids and pilchards, man. Yeah. But I'm a big fan of octopus. Like I've always got octopus in my freezer that I use for bait. So.
What's the biggest snapper you've ever caught?
Haven't made the 20-pound club yet, unfortunately. 17's my closest, but and that was caught off the links going back about 3 or 4 years back now.
Off the links? Yeah. But your favourite size to catch for eating is the penny size, or the...
Oh man, see, I'd give up a snapper for catch a few Gnyp, eh?
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, I love a good Gnyp, bro.
They're horrible to fill it though.
Nah, that is.
It's easy experience.
I guess that comes down to from my earlier shift days and doing a lot of working in a few restaurants where I just fill in the fish. So,
it's amazing how much we learn from our guests. Like work might learn how to skin. Fill it again, which is a very interesting thing.
But you can tell from my questions that I know nothing about art.
That's all right. I know something about art, and I'm quite interested about life in Vancouver because that's where my nephew is right now, studying engineering. So tell me about the city of Vancouver, Bryan.
Well, it used to be pretty backwater. I remember in the 80s, it was pretty. Like there were like logs in the middle of downtown and stuff like that.
Logs?
Yeah, like the port. And
I feel that it's very multinational city. Was it like that in the 80s?
It's changed a lot. They had a World Expo and they cleaned up. They took all the logs out and they made a big World Expo site in the middle of the town. And then they used it for things like car racing or whatever. But they at the time they built a subway, like their first subway line. They're like, man, this is so lame. It doesn't go anywhere where people live. But where the stations where they built, they're little mini cities that have built where the stations are, and they've sort of built around the line, and it proves that it works. And then the old expo site is now brand new, everything, and it's quite pedestrian too.
What year was the expo?
86.
86.
But
Oh,
now
a long time ago.
it-
Chernobyl blew up at this time.
it's really a good place to not have a car too. You can really get around. It's changed a lot since then. And it's quite international now.
So Canada is the place where lots of migrants established themselves long time ago, and it makes such a melting pot of many nationalities.
Yeah.
Do you know your DNA trace?
About like mine.
Yes, you
No,
are, Bryan.
No, we don't. No.
No, you don't?
No, not really. I mean, my great grandparents, they're from Ukraine, but
Oh, wow.
my mom's side is all pretty English and white, so it's kind of But I mean, I'm Canadian. I live in New Zealand. And it's like, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Do you feel homesick
Sometimes,
sometimes?
but it's there's lots of fun.
Having grandparents from Ukraine, you probably had some dumplings and some borscht. Do you remember any of this?
Tons of pierogies. I mean, we just grew up with pierogies.
Oh, pierogies
So many,
is
so
very
many.
Polish, western part of Ukraine.
Yeah, and then so we go there and we just want to eat pierogies all the time. And we'd be like, man, so she'd be like, what do you want for breakfast? And we'd be like, pierogies. My mom's
You're
like,
like my son.
my mom's like, you're not having these for breakfast. And my grandma's like, and my grandsons want pierogies for breakfast. So she'll do it.
What are they, mate?
It's like dumplings with meat inside,
Yeah.
and Ukrainian word vareniki, and Polish word is pirogi, which is probably also western part of Ukraine. Russians call them pelmeni, and so we have a lady now, and
Potato and onion and sour
Yes,
cream.
yes.
Nice, yeah.
I have a very, very interesting class that I actually delivered in many places, including Sacred Heart, Girls' High College, and it was about dumplings, and it was always so successful. Now we have a lady who lives in Eltham. She comes once a month, and she comes on Tuesday. So if you want that, she's coming next Tuesday, and I'm buying a kilo of her because I like to support Ukrainian community. But if you want, I can give you her telephone number so you can just revisit.
I think we'll talk after this.
I think it's a perfect time to listen to the song called Reflections. And this was from Yoshi, right?
I've been to Vancouver. It was a long time ago, but I really liked it.
It's changed so much. It's like the kind of place where I knew it, and it looks like this, and it looks like that, and it looks like that. But then when I went back last time, it was like, those sci-fi shows where they're in London or San Francisco, but there's all these future buildings around. It's just they're photoshopped in the background.
Yeah.
That's the feeling that I got when I went back there, because it's been a while, and I go back and it's all these brand new buildings that are like everywhere, and I'm just like, what is all?
Because there's nothing else out that way apart from Seattle to the south, and then Calgary's quite a long way to the east, isn't it?
Well, there's a lot of other cities that are getting a little bit bigger as well. But you're right, though. The main real cities are like, you got Seattle, and Seattle's, we would go there for the day sometimes.
Cool city.
And actually, I live so close to the border that when I was a kid, we'd bike. We would literally bike to the States for like candy. You go across the border, and we didn't need passports or nothing. You just go, so what are you doing? Oh, we're just gonna go get some snacks. And we're like, we're just kids.
We
And they're like,
so
okay.
much more relaxed then.
And it was really, it's sad what it is now, but because it was so crazy and fun back then.
My first girlfriend was from Saskatoon.
Oh yes,
I haven't been there. I've been to Saskatchewan. I drove right across.
I did as a kid. I've been there.
This is prairies.
I remember it's so like you see on TV. It's all the wheat fields and it's so flat, and it's like, man, when
Quite
I saw
surreal.
it with your own eyes, you're like, man, this is just like on TV or pictures. It's
Yeah.
so the same.
So fast.
It's quite So it's like an ocean of just farm, so flat.
Yeah.
So we're at the last part of our show. Believe it or not, guys, you've been speaking for 40 minutes. It felt like 5 minutes. I really enjoy talking to all of you. So this is a good time to do a little either shout outs or tell about your plans. You can tell about your book and how people connect to you if you want to. If you want people to follow your blog, or it's also a good time to do it. And just any message to the universe, because guess what? Universe listen to the Most FM. Yeah, and you're most welcome to connect to our community. We have some different events. Like sometimes I advertise my classes there and things like that. And yeah, we can do something together if you have something in mind. And for example, Bryan, you can take some sketches and put them.
Yeah, that's the next band.
Show it to them.
That's the local next band.
Oh, does Instagram see it?
This one is the band that I chose the song for.
Ah,
That's the Mara in the background playing on the stage
nice.
there. Yeah.
Can you? Does Instagram this one sees it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
Mm. Awesome. Lovely. Okay. So you can take photographs and put it on our Gnyp Foodies group, because you've been on the radio and we discussed it. It would be nice for people to see it. Awesome. This is a very reflective song, and I listen to your playlist. And you can say a few words about the song after we finish.
The main guy died, eh?
Oh, I'm not too sure. I haven't followed Tahuna Breaks for quite a while, but yeah, no, just that sounds about right. Yeah,
I think he died. I like to.
yeah. I've seen them at Homegrown. They were epic, man. I've seen them quite a few times. Fat Fredders is the only group that I haven't mainly seen out of New Zealand groups.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I went to Homegrown one year and just got to missed them.
I saw them at WOMAD and they were really bad. They were like,
That's what I've heard.
just complacent.
Yeah.
And they must have got a tune-up because the next day they were great.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Somebody told them.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys
Like,
didn't
guys,
sound that
you're
great.
not cutting
Yeah,
it.
They do it cool, just play.
Yeah.
They do it a lot overseas though.
Yeah,
New
they're
Zealand,
huge in
they're
Europe.
huge overseas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love to.
I can imagine doing things like maybe doing some repetitive things with my hands while listening to the song. Like when we were little, we were made to kind of take stones out of the stone fruits, and we never did it in small quantities. We had several bins, and as children, this was our chore. So I can imagine to listen to this and doing something with my hands. That's actually quite cool. Takes your mind out of the mundane task, and imagination starts working.
It's my go-to for when we're going on a big drive.
Ah.
Just slap on this kind of style and
And then the last song that we're going to play after that is Bryan's one. It's also from New Zealand band.
New Plymouth band.
New Plymouth band.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's even better. I also started to meditate because everyone says that I need to calm down. So I'm actually, and my music does not reflect. So I need to listen to more quiet music that I can connect to, which is a task.
This is a bit of a crazy one. I've been getting into like some real random Viking rock.
Yeah.
Different, man, but
Have you,
so
have,
good.
have you listened to Vardruna?
Oh, I
This is
saw
the
name,
Viking.
yeah.
This is the Viking series, and I've been to the concert, and
Oh.
this was amazing.
Yeah, Viking rock's pretty good.
Yeah. There's also one brewery that is named after the band. They have a beer and they have a band, and I think they sing pirates sing songs, and it was like crazy. The music is very fascinating media.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Gnyp Foodies, the tastiest food show on 100.4 FM. We've been listening to this amazing reflective song which is called Reflections, and everyone knows that the most of them loves New Zealand music. So I just want Yoshi to say a few words about Reflections from Tahuna Breaks.
I think I picked it just because it's just a nice, chill out kind of song. It just kind of can take you to a good place. And you just mind just kind of clears, and you just, like I said, it's one of my go-to when we're on a big cruise, so on a big drive, so just slap that on, and whether you, doesn't matter where you are, you'll just look around and like, damn, that's me, like, you know.
So, Yoshi, you have this amazing blog with such a funky name, His Meets, Her Treats. So tell us how people can connect to you, how they can follow or do something together.
Yeah, His Meet, Her Treats on Facebook and Instagram. The name came about. We wanted to create a page because we were just always posting food on our own pages, so wifey came up with the idea, and ChatGPT, a couple of things, and came up with that, saw that, had a bit of a laugh, and said, yeah, let's do it, like, you know, so.
And it's so, memorable, because I don't think that I would ever forget the name of your blog.
Well, like I say, like, I do a lot of the meat and everything like that, and wifey, she's the baker and this sweet side of it, so it just kind of all fits, and and it just, the name is a little bit of a pun on words. That was good. That was real good, right? Yeah.
So, the next song that we're going to listen will be Bryan Gnyp's song, and he also had chosen New Zealand music. Can you please tell us a few words about the song that you have chosen to close our show?
Yeah. I was at a music festival in Auckland Beach, and I just happened to be drawing like the crowd and the band in the background, and the band in the background was a New Plymouth band, and it's weird that I had to go that far to hear these people, but I did in the end.
Ironically.
They're quite young, but very intelligent in music. They're it's quite well done, and usually a band this good doesn't stand in Plymouth.
So tell us how people can.
Sorry, I started the song really.
So we will do it last thing. So we have Michael Donaldson coming here. So we just have a few last words to say from Bryan, and then we are ready. So, Warwick, we have a few words from Bryan to say on here, and then. Sorry, Michael. How are you? What did you bring today?
Some non-alcoholic beer.
Oh wow!
Sounds like it's cheating.
It's a cheat day today. Like at the gym.
Yeah, I'm doing that too, unfortunately.
That's right. So we have a full house today, and we have some food if you want to try. You always say no.
But not for caramel, mate.
He's training for a half marathon.
Oh, do
No,
you?
but that would make me put me off the rest of the night. Too rich, indigestion.
The sliders were lush.
When does a half marathon happen?
Oh, it's the 12th of July, I think.
Oh, it's not long to go.
But I've tapered off a little bit.
Oh no, you'll peak.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
So do you know the names of these musicians? Because they're very good.
Yes, yeah, we should play
The
more of
Mara,
it.
but I don't.
We should
I
play
don't,
more of it on
I've
air.
never met them. I mean, I've seen them.
Who are they called?
The Mara.
The Mara.
The Mara.
M-A-R-A.
Well, they played at
Festival of Lights once, but I didn't see them then.
Oh, there are quite a lot of them. One,
They
two,
sound like,
three, four,
Yeah,
five,
they got
seven.
about
Like a dub group, yeah?
Oh.
yeah. There's
Oh,
different
Sam.
instruments. Yeah,
Sam
they got
Egan.
horns and the whole thing.
Oh, okay. Yes, but he's in a number of different projects.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
They are very young, aren't they? Oh, that dude I've seen around.
Well, not that young, but that's okay.
He looks about 17.
That's future.
I'm surprised they're still in Plymouth, because usually once you start to gel with your band, you gotta move to a bigger center.
It's New Zealand is a very unique place. A lot of people don't move out of where they kind of start, and it's not that they don't want to be famous. It's more of like life is comfortable.
Well, the thing is, they probably all have day jobs,
Yeah,
realistically, and
Yeah. And you need a consensus of 7 people to. very much for bringing this band. I haven't heard of this before. So
Oh,
it's
same.
definitely-
I don't know who they were, but I was just like, they were like, hey, it was a great idea.
Welcome back to Taranaki Foodies, the tastiest food show on 100.4 FM. It's us, Elena Williams and Warwick Foy, and later on, Michael Donaldson with his snippet of Moments of Happiness. But at the moment, we are wrapping up the show, and I can't leave without asking Bryan Gnyp, one of our guests, a question about what's in the future for you as the urban sketcher and designer.
Okay, yeah, well, you can check me out on social media. But other than that, I'm rebuilding my website and I'm going to put together a book. It'll be over 10 years of drawing and painting New Plymouth.
Awesome. Invite us to the launch, please. One of us will come.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll delegate it
Yeah,
to
I'll
Warwick.
That's everything. Okay, sure.
So for those who don't know, Bryan Gnyp, and the surname is Gnyp. Find him online because it's easy, or join his group, which is community group of urban sketchers. And we had today Bryan and also Josh Mills, who is a passionate fisherman and a camper, and also blogger behind His Meats, Her Treats. Thank you very much for listening. My amazing gourmetarians, please stay in touch through our Facebook page, our Instagram, and our YouTube channel. And I'll hear you next Saturday at 4 p.m. Bye bye.